Ministry in a Minute is a devotional presentation of the Crossroads School of Ministry. Whatever platform you're on, like, share, subscribe, help us get the word out about the Crossroads School of Ministry. And if you are a ministry leader or church leader or someone called to vocational ministry and you need training, Crossroads School of Ministry can help. Check us out online at crossroadsom.org, the Crossroads School of Ministry. Hey everybody. Welcome to Crossroads School of Ministry, Ministry in a Minute. Listen, we're going through the book of Ruth tonight, 6 o'clock. We're going to do chapter 2. I love this book. I love this book so much. And I love what we see here in chapter 2. You know, last Wednesday night, we went over chapter 1. And if you haven't watched that video, it's in the School of Ministry YouTube channel archives. You can look it up. But in chapter 2, we see Ruth, her and Naomi show up in Israel, and she begins to go out and pick grain and just do what she's supposed to do. And we said yesterday that when you do what you're supposed to do, God shows up. And it's almost a side note in this book. As it turned out, you know, she was where she was supposed to be. God's working. We do what we're supposed to do, God shows up. But here's this beautiful thing. Boaz shows up, he meets her, and he blesses her. And not with a prayer blessing, which he does in a minute, but first he says, look, clearly you're the right kind of person. We're doing what you're supposed to do. You're where you're supposed to be. I see that you're working hard. My men have seen you, the integrity you have. He says, so here's some water and some food and some shelter. He gives her provision and he gives her protection, and he helps her because she's the right kind of person. Her response, I think, is one of the most beautiful things you read in all of Scripture. It says, at this, she bowed down with her face to the ground. Okay? And she asked him, why have I found such favor in your eyes that you notice me, a foreigner? Now, the show of humility there. She doesn't just say, hey, thanks. She literally bows down. She physically shows humility and speaks humility. And she's already being humble by the fact that she's gleaning the afters of making a living by, taking up the slack. This is a beautiful picture. And what we see here is that humility, there's a scripture that says humility comes before glory. Okay? I believe that Boaz, she took the first step by doing the right thing, and then Boaz responded by blessing her physically. Now she's showing humility, and in a minute Boaz is going to pray over her. And then she shows more humility, and Boaz is going to invest in her. Humility is like this building block. We do the right thing, but we don't do it for us. We do it for God. We do it for others. We do it because it's right. And then God builds more on top of it. And then we're still humble, and God builds more on top of it. And it is this partner with faith and with righteousness that allows God to continue to use us more and more and more. And so remember, it's not about you. Okay? God will bless you. He'll take care of you. He'll give you what you need. He'll meet your needs. But humility opens the door to more of God, to more blessing, to more understanding, to more purpose, and to being able to bless more people more often. It's a beautiful picture of how we should be following God. All right, tonight, 6 o'clock, we're going to go through all of chapter 2 of Ruth. It's beautiful. We'll see you there.